Yeah, definitely, because this is going to have huge implications. Not only, impacts to potentially the United States, but surf conditions are going to be very dangerous, probably in the U.S. starting late Sunday at some point in time. So this is a system we're going to keep a close eye on. And the latest track, if you haven't realized, from the National Hurricane Center, they issue these 5 days out. They don't do anything more than that. That's because with these forecasts, much like when we're talking about our forecast, there's a lot of uncertainty that can occur, especially when we're talking about something like a tropical system. But again, yes, a very strong Category 5 hurricane, max sustained winds right now at about 165 miles an hour, with winds at about, again, 14 miles an hour trajectory west-northwest, so it isn't moving terribly fast, but there's a lot of different variables that are going to come into play to really slow the system down as we head through the weekend. By Sunday, it's just going to be north of the northern Leeward Islands and then moving closer towards just north of Puerto Rico, heading towards the Bahamas. But at this point in time, this is Wednesday at 2 a.m., so this system is going to be slowing down a bit, and that's another part of the issue where, again, we could see it weaken to a Cat 4, but ultimately something that, again, we'll have to keep a very close eye on because this system is expected to make a turn. This is a look at some different models, and it allows us to extend past the National Hurricane Center. And I want to show this because we like to call these spaghetti models, and essentially each individual piece of spaghetti, you can think of it as, is its own model with a subtle tweak to it. And again, with this, what you want to see for agreement and confidence in a forecast is a lot of these lines together. Closer together means a better confidence in the forecast. But as we head into late next week, you can kind of see they kind of spiral all over the place, but all taking this turn to the north. But we do have a few of these members that are a little bit further to the west and then a few to the east. But the center of this has most of this kind of riding parallel, several hundred miles off the coast of the United States. So hopefully we see that trajectory. So the further from the U.S., the better. But still, a lot of things to change, and probably not until about a week from today we could be potentially talking about some impacts to the United States. So still a lot to change with that. And again, part of the reason why it's going to be slowing down is the fact that we're going to have some favorable conditions in our jet stream, as we'll see two areas of high pressure kind of nudge what is Hurricane Lee to the south and east of the United States. But eventually, as we head into next week, we're going to see this upper level trough or the jet stream dip further south, and these winds are going to help to eventually pivot Lee out towards the parts of the Atlantic off of the east coast, as high pressure out to the east will also help to drive this system to the north. It's just a matter of timing and a lot of variables that are still very unclear at this point. So more details to come on that as we get closer to that system approaching the United States later next week. But for us, our weather, we've been looking at some spotty showers, mainly north of Columbus. That'll be the case for us through most of the day today. Just an isolated sprinkle or two for you this morning. Temperatures will be climbing into the mid to upper 70s for us. By the late afternoon, we'll see a small chance for a few spotty showers picking up as we head into the evening hours, looking like things will be drying out nicely for those Friday night football games. We'll continue to see those temperatures then fall into the 60s as we head into the overnight, setting up for some pretty comfortable conditions waking up for your Saturday. If you're going to be getting out early, tailgating for the big game tomorrow, it's looking like it's going to be feeling pretty nice, not only with temperature-wise, but also dew points. Things are going to be dropping nicely for us as well, so it's going to be feeling great as you're getting started for your weekend. The only thing that might be bothering you is the fact that the pollen count for ragweed, nettle is going to be relatively high, so that's something that might be slowing you down in that regard. Otherwise, mix of sun and clouds again for the day on Saturday. Highs will be back to the upper 70s. Great weather for the kickoff for the home opener at high noon. Temperatures in the 60s tailgating. Low to mid 70s through the game. Just a small chance for a spotty shower during the day on Saturday. You'll see here in your hour-by-hour forecast going into the afternoon. Bit of a break, allowing for more sunshine into the afternoon, evening hours. And then looking like we'll see more clouds. Weak disturbance that's just going to offer more cloud coverage, some spotty rain as we head into the day on Sunday, which looks to be a bit more promising. Still relatively low, though, as we head into your Sunday. And then things will be clearing out during the second half of the day on Sunday, setting up for more sunshine in store for the start of next week, which looks like Monday, probably going to be the warmest day we're going to have in several days. Highs near 80 degrees, more sunshine. Our next cold front rolls into town Tuesday into Wednesday, and then straight up chilly. Morning temperatures low 50s starting Thursday. Afternoon highs near 70 degrees.